Hello, friends. It is Denise from Loving Life at 60ish, and my Etsy shop is fairyrosecottage.etsy.com. Hello. So I'm here today for a couple of different reasons. As many of you know, back in December 23rd, my husband passed away. And this is not going to be a long talk about any of this that has happened, because I am over the top emotional right now. But I do want to let you know that about 2 weeks after my husband passed away, my mom, who lived in Georgia, came up with my sister. And my mom came up to lay her eyes on me and make sure I was okay, in general terms, and to support me and my kids through a very obviously rough start. While she was here, we discovered that she just really wasn't feeling that great, which set my anxiety on high alert. But also, within the first week and a half that she was here, my brother called us together and told us that he was entering hospice. He is the one that has had multiple myeloma. He was diagnosed and was given 18 months, and it's been over 7 years. But he is not well. Mom continued to not feel good. I finally convinced my sister and her, after my sister talked to her doctor in Georgia. It's a whole long thing, but they went to the ER, and my mom was admitted with pneumonia. She went in on a Friday, and the following Sunday, so she was there for a little over a week. I was headed up that afternoon, and my sister called me while I was having lunch with my kids, and said, "You need to come, something is wrong." And my mom passed away that night, Sunday night, February 2nd. Very unexpectedly. I mean, she was sick. She did not feel good, and they were trying to figure things out. She had pneumonia, among a few other things. But it wasn't supposed to happen. So this is where I'm at right now. This is Thursday. It's just been a very few short days. But I'm here because you guys are so amazing. And I'm here because we're having a snowstorm, and my anxiety's kind of high right now. And I knew that just coming in my workroom and doing a little bit of something, and knowing that when I put this video out there, it will be all right, that I got teary and emotional, and it will be, I will hear from a lot of you through comments and emails. And so I knew as this afternoon has gotten longer and longer that this is where I needed to be. I'm also here because last week when I was sitting at the hospital talking to Mom, she said, Denise, you don't have to spend your life up here sitting at the hospital. And I said, well, Mom, I'm sure you might have realized that my calendar has become very empty in the last month. And there is nowhere else I want to be right now but with you. And so when I don't have appointments or anything, I want to be here. And she said, you need to get back to work. And I said, oh, Mom, I said, I know I told you I'm not going back to the dress business, that my dress up clothes business. You see, my mom helped me with that. She used to cut fabric for me until she moved to Georgia. And my mom helped me with everything. As far as, we had a complicated relationship, as most mother-daughters do. But we had so much in common, with crafting and scrapbooking, rubber stamping. She used to go to every craft fair with me and help me set up and stand there all day. So anyway, I said, I thought I told you that I wasn't going to do it anymore. I just don't have it in my heart and soul anymore. And though I'm trying not to make any big decisions in this year, I do think that I've already made that decision in the last year and a half spending time with Scott. And she said, well, I know that, which is my mom's favorite phrase. I know that, even when she doesn't. But she said, you told me. She said, I'm talking about your other business. She said, I'm talking about, you got to get back on YouTube and talk to those people and spend time with them and help them with their saving money and help you with your saving money. And she said, in your Etsy shop. And I said, oh, you're right, Mom, I do. I said, but it's just so hard right now because I sit at the computer and things don't come to me design-wise for savings challenges. And I get on videos and I do this. I get teary-eyed and emotional. And she said, I'm going to tell you something right now, pointing her finger. That community on YouTube loves you and you love them. And so you just keep trying your best and eventually it'll all fall back into place. But you need to get back to work for yourself. And that's the most Mom has ever really gives me a pep talk. I mean, she does like to tell me what to do. She's very bossy. But 4 days later, she was gone. So I'm also here today to try to acknowledge what she was saying and also acknowledge that Scott had already said those things to me also and respected my decision about not doing the dress-up clothing business or not doing it in the sense of the way I had been doing it. I don't know how it will evolve. I'm not shutting it down yet, but Scott and I did a lot of talking about it, and he liked where this was all going and what I was doing. He didn't understand it, but he knew that I had met some pretty darn amazing people in doing this. So here I am. I'm going to stop talking because I do get very anxious, and I'm trying to keep that tamped down today because there is a snowstorm and I don't want to have to call my kids over here or anything, although my son will be here later. So that will be nice. But so what the only thing I'm doing today is, or not only, I guess, but at the beginning of each month, I always look back at the savings challenges I finished and I total them up and get them ready to put in the bank. Before it gets too stormy out, my son is going to get this stuff to the bank and come back and just be here. I had started feeling more comfortable being here with my emotions and having a plan to get things done. And then Mom died. And I have to tell you that I'm not even sure which way I should be grieving. I mean, do I talk to Scott? Do I talk to Mom? Who am I crying about? And does it all really matter? You know, it's just some pretty heavy duty grief. So, yeah. I'm going to do this. I still have not set up my planners for the year yet. I do know at this point, and I generally change out my planner about halfway through the year. Depends on when Happy Planner comes out with a new one, but I do like this cover. This Never Stop Dreaming with Sleeping Beauty or Aurora. And so I'm going to use this one for now. I'm not a real fan of the font that was used on the pages, but it honestly, I like it. It is a dashboard themed. I like the one that I used last year, which was their monthly themed. So it was, I feel like I had, yeah, so it was a monthly themed, and I could really just list, I used a page a week, and I could just really list out all my things to do and everything. But because this one's dated, I don't want to waste the pages. So what I was thinking is I can still do this here. It doesn't have to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It can be videos for the week and orders that need to go out and to-dos. You know, I could do to-do here and block this off, and what I need to do for Etsy and, you know, so different things like that. So I am going to use this one for now. This is the month of January, and January's done. January's done. So I'm going to move on from January, obviously. And the only problem I have is each page has one of these, and I was hoping they had changed it out and done a dashboard and a dashboard. But somehow along the line, I think that was called a simple dashboard or something like that. And this is just the regular one, and I really don't need all of this every week. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, guys. I may pull these pages out and get the monthly ones. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I am into February, and I'm just going to take a sheet of paper. I think I have some still. Yeah. a sheet of paper to do the totals for now, and that will, you know, I'm just going to keep it in the book when I'm done. So honestly, I can't remember what I finished in January. It all seems like a blur. I have been not really reading a lot, but reading some of about grieving, especially when you're grieving a spouse, which is a completely different grief than when you grieve a parent, or when you grieve a child. You know, they're all grief, but they're all different in their own ways. When you grieve a friend, when you grieve an acquaintance, grieve a pet. So I have been reading that with spouses, especially, there's this kind of phenomena where you just don't remember. Like I keep saying, I don't remember what we did on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Christmas Eve was the morning after my husband passed away, late that night before. And I just really don't remember it. It's very blurred to me now. And looking back, I feel like there are parts of January, more parts than not, that were very blurred. I did not keep a planner or a journal. And so, you know, I may regret that in the future, but, you know, part of me just knows this is just how it needs to be right now. So I couldn't remember what I even saved. Like, I believe this is all household renovations, which is very dreamy to me because I just spent the household renovation money to pay for the tile flooring in the back entryway and the front one. Finish savings challenges for January. So when I opened up the box and found that, I was like, oh, right? So the first one is vacation savings. And it is spin and save. And I remembered this one because I just did it. This was from the Eclipse kit. $25. I have read every single message on the post that I put about my mom. I went in and I just said a blanket thank you. I'm just, in a good way, overwhelmed by your kindness and sensitivity and the prayers and the good wishes or well wishes. $55. I still really don't understand what happened, or why it happened. 120 banked, and then 234. Don't think I have any other vacation. No. Vacation. I have a very sore thumb right now, as opposed to a green thumb, I guess. Vacation savings account. $234. So this needs to be banked, which is great. And as you know, I did start my new vacation savings challenge book the other night. Well, over a week ago now, probably. And so that feels good too. Monday minis. And this will be recycled into yearlies. This first one is from Ellie on Earth. Ellie on Earth Mermaid. 1, 2, 3, so 75. 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3. I wish. $80. Yes, exactly. And we have one more mini. This was one of mine. And there's 25. Three. Yes, 48. So that's 48 plus 80, 128. Okay. I don't know when I'll be on, or I'm trying to spend time with my brother when I can. Unfortunately, Scott's death has come with an awful lot of scheduled appointments, mostly for finances. And so my time is still not my own. It's still pretty busy. I wished I'd gone up today, but I thought the morning was going to go differently than it did. Okay. All right, so we have 125, 26, 27, 28. And this will go into yearlies. It's not a lot going into yearlies, but you know what? It's something, right? It's something. Okay, so that's... I'll be able to do that this week sometime. These, I've got such a disaster here of empty savings challenges and such. This one is PC Savings, which was my personal care paycheck that I was getting to help with Scott. basically, they hired me instead of a nurse, but I didn't get nurse wages, obviously, because I guess they hired me instead of a caretaker. Well, I don't know. I was the caretaker. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. 16. So this was Ursula. Oops. Ursula Mini. 101. I feel like that's so funny. It should have been Cruella. 10, 15, 20. 85. 86, 87, 88, 89. Yep, 101. And then this one is, and this just goes right into, there's a separate savings for this personal care money. We chose to save it, not spend it. That's funny. This Ursula is done too. Game. So there was already 110 put in. That's 40. Whoops. So I'm going to try to respect Scott's and Mom's wishes that I do something with my life in my little world. I mean, I'm always doing something, I guess, but, you know, to keep going. $17. Okay, so this one's 82. And I believe this is 21. $16. I don't know where I got 21 from. 25. But I'm not making any promises that every day I'll get up and feel that way. I just think, you know, here I am. And I appreciate being here with you guys. $125. $50. Several of you knew my mom because she would come on and when I did my Saturday Night Lives, and she also commented quite often on my videos. Let's see, this came to 183. 183. That is correct. You know, she was silly and fun and very proud of me as her daughter. Happy to say that's my daughter. And I felt the same way about her. You know, I was thrilled that she would come on and spend time with you and me on here. This is PC Savings. Okay. Snoopy. Snoopy. Was that for pets or was that for vacation? Does anyone remember? I don't remember. Let's see if we can find it. It was in this one, I think. Scooby-Doo was for Disney. Yeah, for vet. 135, it says. Vet savings. Savings account. Vet. Well, not necessarily vet. How about pet? Pet. Pets. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. $25. I also could stand here and talk about how unfair this all is, and it's all too much. But then I think, you know, it doesn't do me any good to go down those paths. $20. 135. Oh, Snoopy. I keep watching every single time that snowplow goes by. Yep, they hit my mailbox again. Oh, Scott is up there shaking his fist. This has been a bone of contention for us for 2 years. Actually, since he got diagnosed with cancer, our mailbox had rarely been hit before. And since he got diagnosed, we have replaced the mailbox. We replaced it twice last winter. And the door on it this winter is so stove up, I'm struggling to get it closed. It's crazy. And we have no idea why. Renovation. Savings. This, I'm so glad about this, because there are a lot of projects that we had listed out a couple of months ago, a few months ago now. I keep saying a couple of months, and that we had kind of listed that needed to be taken care of. Okay, $91. Whoops. Guess we got to break that up here. I would like to do a desk cleaning video, but I feel like that leaves me open to having conversations, and I'm not sure how well that would go. I don't know. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 25. 6. $66. You're weird. $20, $40. $100, $200. $12. $292. Nothing to sneeze at on that one. That's right. I do remember having finished these now. And saying that and being excited because that was going to help take care of some things. And talking about whether or not I was going to do the book again, which I still haven't decided yet. 25, 100, 40, 9, 174. Whoops, I don't even know what that one was. Do you? That's the You're Weird. Oh dear. You're My Greatest Adventure. Oh, just adventure. So my guy came today and worked on the front entrance tile floor. The back entrance is almost done. It's all laid and grouted. He just needs to come in and put some sealant around and also add a some transition strips. I have not moved my bench and stuff back in yet. 20. I was able to do 2 loads of laundry yesterday, and then our temperatures went to below 0 again last night, and so I haven't dared do any today. But at least I got, you know, and you'd say, well, 2 loads of laundry, that seems like you should have it all clean now. But remember, I've had a lot of people staying in and out and in and out. I have a pile of sheets, probably 2 loads of sheets. I have blankets that need to be washed. So It's a lot, guys. Four. 24. I'm going to add a 1 to that. So I did 2 loads of my own clothes yesterday. But I waited until late afternoon. So I only got 2 loads done, and I didn't dare run a 3rd load after I'd gone to bed because I was afraid the wash machine would clog and, freeze up again, and then we'd be in a mess. But thankful that I got 2 loads done and got to put on clean jammies last night. Oh, we have 1 more. I was going to add that all up, but so this is the up one that we're going to call it a mini. I kind of had messed up on this one, but it's okay. I'm excited to use that as a bookmark, I think. $20.30. $85. 6, 18. 133. I get my little guy from school tomorrow. Let's see what this adds up to. Okay. That can be thrown away, right? Did I label that one? Vacation. No, I did not. Whoops. Savings account, pets, PC. Can I do a PC savings? $183. I don't know why I didn't put that in there. Now, I love this total. If hopefully I did it right. $955. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. And let's see. Another 100. It's still light out. That's a glimmer of hope, isn't it? Another 100. And 10. 3, 4. That's 100. Okay. $25. $9.35. So we're going to hope this is $20 here. This is not right. Darn it. $9.60. I suspected I might not have counted right, but 1, 2, 3, 4. $9.64. $9.64. Let's just add this up again. Yeah, $9.55. Let's do it again, guys. Because you know me, I get to talking. 3, 4. Okay, that's 150. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yep, somewhere along the way, I counted wrong. You guys, I'm sure you're seeing it, and you're shouting at me. $9.64. Corrected to $964. Okay. You can't fight with how much is there. And I did not double check every time I did. And I can't go back and double check these numbers because they weren't, like, some of them were just roll the dices and stuff. So we're going to just be okay with this. I'm going to just let it roll off my shoulders. Thursday night TV is good. I like Extreme Makeovers and Matlock. Used to be Grey's Anatomy too, but I did not watch that this past season, the second half of the season. And so I'll have to go back and watch it. I think it shows up on Hulu, if I remember. Renovation, savings, count, $964. I like that. All right, folks. Again, I'm so thrilled that you're willing to just sit with me and be willing to just be okay with when I can get here and when I just feel like I can't. and for listening to me, and for loving me and loving my family. And know that many of you have shared your stories with me, and I send out heartfelt prayers and thoughts and kindness and love to all of you. Whether you're going through a painful time right now or you're just going through life. All right, guys, I will see you real soon. Happy savings. Bye.